We're joined by Julia Lyubova, who is live for us in Moscow. Julia, so what has Russia's reaction been so far to these measures?
Well, that's right. So more than 100 Russian diplomats are being expelled worldwide, and that drew an angry reaction in Moscow. Russia insists it had nothing to do with the poisoning of a former Russian spy in the UK and his daughter. And so we've been getting some responses from Russia, including from the Russian Foreign Ministry, which called this step a provocative gesture. We also heard from the Kremlin, who said this was a mistake. Also heard from a Russian United Nations ambassador, who called it a very unfortunate, very unfriendly move. So indeed, a predictable annoyance in Moscow.
And what kind of response can we expect from Russia as a result of this?
That's right. So Russia vowed to retaliate against the expulsion of Russian diplomats. And the Kremlin said that Vladimir Putin will make a final decision on his country's response. The Foreign Ministry said that each country that expelled Russian diplomats, including Germany and France, will get an individual response. And that response is probably being worked on now. And so we are likely to hear about this response either later on Tuesday or in the coming few days. But it's likely that Russia will expel diplomats from each of those countries tit for tat.
What does the expulsion of these diplomats from these various countries actually mean for Russia? We know also that in the US, there's the potential closure of a Russian consulate in Seattle. What is the tangible impact on Russia?
Well, that's right. So this is likely to mean more isolation on international stage for Russia. This is, of course, an unprecedented move, not seen since the Cold War. And those countries are sending Russia a clear message that you cannot use chemical weapons. So, of course, this might mean more isolation for Russia, maybe even more sanctions that could impact the Russian economy even further.